Nick is with us. Nick is in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, Nick. Welcome to the EntreLeadership podcast.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for having me. How's it going?
Better than I deserve. What's up in your world?
Hey, so I'm currently a project manager / in the sales position for my father's landscape company. He started way back in 1983. And so we've been very blessed the past couple of years, gone from about $6 million in revenue 3 years ago to 8.4 2 years ago, and then last year we were just shy of 12 million.
Good.
In top line revenue.
That's fun.
A lot of fun. So I've been here a couple of years, and it's kind of always been the plan between my dad and I to go through succession and buy the company from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure we go about that the right way, and curious your thoughts on that. And I know listen to other episodes, and I know you're I love your idea of paying honor and being humble through it all. So specifically, how do I balance that kind of attitude with also the desire to try to make changes and implement new ideas when I don't have ownership quite yet? We don't plan to go through this for the next couple of years. So,
how many team members?
We're at about 51 team members.
And you're a project manager, and your dad is the owner and I guess the CEO.
Yes, sir.
Who is in leadership between you and your dad?
We've got we've got two other project managers,
Mm-hmm.
and this is in the construction division, which is about 90% of the revenue,
Mm-hmm.
and about 10% in maintenance too, as another manager. But we're all pretty even.
So the three project managers or four report directly to your dad, and that's your org chart?
Yes, sir. We're all kind of evenly, divide and conquer. We get a new project and someone takes it on, and we all kind of work with each other and work with my dad.
Okay.
He did have a VP who retired about a year ago.
That you guys are all reported to?
Essentially, yes. We kind of all were project managers, and he was kind of the scheduler, piecing all the different pieces together of the different projects.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much on the same level below him, if that makes sense.
All right. If I was coaching you and your dad in the same room on this, what I would tell you to do is the model that we used, and it has worked here as well, and we've done it with a lot of other EntreLeadership companies, is the next stage for you all before the full transition is to move you between you and your dad, to move you right up next to your dad. We could call it COO, we could call it president, VP, we can call it whatever y'all want to call it, I don't care. But these project managers start to report to you, and you are looking over the entire company, helping him to run the entire company.
Okay.
We can give that title, whatever title I want it to be. But right now, you have project managers that are your peers, and you don't really mess with their projects. You run your projects.
Right.
And so I need you to get up over the top of them and mess with their projects. Or not really, but let them report to you, and then as long as they're running, you let them run. That's what your dad does. Mm-hmm. He doesn't interfere with them. He's got good guys. He delegates and lets it run, right?
Right.
And you would do the same. And then as far as changes go, when you move into that role, I would say you've got 6 months of doing no changes.
Mm-hmm.
Your job when you move into that role is to learn everything you can about every person that's going to be key to the future.
Right.
So you go on a listening tour.
Right.
With these key project managers and learn from them things you didn't already know about the company, about their struggles, and because a good leader basically, regardless of whether it's family business transition involved or not, a good leader's job is not necessarily to do the work, it's to knock the blockers down that are keeping people from doing the work. Like if somebody that reports to me has something he can't knock down by himself or she can't knock down by themselves, it's my job to knock it down so they can get their work done.
Right.
And so that's leadership serving the rest of the team. Then I serve the team by making sure that things that are blocking them get removed so they're able to get their stuff done more efficiently and operationally. Now, if you do a change that causes that to happen, then that's a change you could institute, but that's a change where you're serving someone, not something where you go, well, I've been wanting to fix this for a while. That kind of stuff you got to put on the back burner, because you need to be in the seat a little while and earn respect from the team before you start doing stuff. I want to fix that for a while. You probably just let that one lay a while.
Right. Would those changes, would it make sense to make those changes and kind of, because I have a lot of desire and push that I want to push for growth, and because I kind of see it as mine in the future and I've grown up around it. So does it make sense to try to implement those changes before ownership?
It's okay if you're doing that, but you're doing that hand in glove with your dad and with the team. Right. Everyone's involved in this decision. It's not the new kid comes in, pistols a blaring.
Yeah.
Right? You just keep your stinking pistol in the holster and let other people come up with this idea. As a matter of fact, if you can keep talking about it till someone else takes the idea and makes it theirs instead of it being your idea, that's when you reach genius status.
Right.
My wife has made that genius status. She makes a lot of stuff my idea that she wants to do. And that just, man, you get all kinds of credit that way, right? So, that's where I want you to move towards. And that like you opened up with, that's a type of humility, and it's a type of holding back instead of like blowing the bugles like da 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 da. New sheriff in town, cavalry's on the way. We're gonna fix this mess that the old man. No, man, that's gonna cause you nothing but trouble before and after becoming the owner.
Right.
You just don't blow the bugle of salvation. Let somebody else come in and figure, you lead the team and let them come to some of these conclusions. That's what the listening tour is for. Because when people are heard, they will step into this. Yeah, that's how I want you to do it.
Okay. Is working with my dad, like you said, the hand in glove, is that so that I have his backing to kind of help enforce too? Because
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Like Daniel and I, my son is our president right now. We're working that way right this second. And so some stuff I'm taking care of, it's stuff he wants to implement, but I'm putting it on me. So that he's got a clear path with the team to go on to the next thing. And he's got a lot of growth stuff he's wanting to implement, very similar to what you're talking about. But he and I doing it together is going to have a lot more insurance that it actually gets done than if he does just swaggers in the room as the new kid and then tries to talk everybody into doing that. No, he's like, me and him sit down and we go, oh, that's a good idea. And then we sit down with the rest of the leadership team and go, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's all work on that. And you get buy-in from everybody rather than just going, I'm doing this in spite of the old man, or I'm doing this in spite of the incompetent team, and that kind of stuff. That's what you don't want to set up, is this adversarial kind of feel in the leadership team. We want everything to be very in sync and very orchestrated. And that's just open communication, and your dad has to be open to trying some new things. I'm open to doing some stuff Daniel wants to do that I'm probably hadn't thought of, and I think it's a good idea. I'm willing to do it, but I hadn't thought of it. It's his idea, but yeah, let's go try that. Okay. And some stuff he's wanting to do, I'm like, nah, let's wait on that one. Let me sit on that one a little bit. Let's let that cook a little. And some things we talk to the leadership team, they go, no, I think we ought to go ahead. Okay, well, maybe we do. So we do a lot of stuff by consensus within the leadership team. We sit and talk it through, argue it through, kind of fight and scrap like brothers and sisters a little bit. And what play to call to win the Super Bowl? That's what we argue about. We're not arguing about making fun of somebody or picking on somebody or cutting somebody down or putting them in their place or corporate politics, but we do argue about which play to call to win the Super Bowl. And that's a good-natured argument. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to win. That's simple. Good stuff, man. You got the right kind of heart. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be running a $20 million business not long from now instead of a $12 million. And this will all be in the rearview mirror. And you do it gradually, carefully, lots of communication, lots and lots and lots and lots of communication. This is the EntreLeadership Podcast.